Hello, it's Jeffrey with Real Nifty Vintage, and today I've got Barb here because we have some really fun things to show you. However, it wasn't a fantastic auction, and that's what we have, an auction haul. I didn't really record while I was there. I felt so bad about it, and Barb was like, you're not gonna record?
I was trying to get you an opportunity for another video.
And I was just like, no, I wanna have some me time, some just for me time. And I got there and I was happy about my choice because nothing was selling very well until I started getting into the auction spirit again. We haven't been to one in so long, and I really wanted a few things, but the problem is everything was going really expensive. So rather than try to talk about it, I have a few clips that I did manage to record on my phone. So let me go ahead and insert those here.
Yes, 25, 26, we get 2600, 25, 2600, we get 2600, 25, 2600, we get 2600, 2600, 25, 2600, 25, 2600, 25, 2600, 2600, we get 2600, 25, 2600, we get 2600, 25, 2600, we get 2600, 25, 2600, we get 2500, 2600. Thought it would have bring about $3,000. 25, 2600, we get 2600, 2600, we get 2600 is it. 2500, 2600, 25, 2600, 25, 2600, we get 2600, 25, 2600, we get 2600, 25, 2600, we get $2,600, 25, $2,600, we get 2600, 25, 2600, 25, 2600, 25, is it gonna 2600? Now 27. Now 20. Number 200. Number 200. Got a lock and key. No, it's a little lighter. A little lighter. It's a match striker and key. Right there. 3 1/4, 3 1/4, 3 1/2, now 375, $400, what do you get $400, what do you get $400, now 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 4 1/4, now 4 1/2, what do you get $475, now 500, what do you get 5, now what do you get 5, now what do you get 5, now what do you get 5, 475, what do you get 5, what do you get 5, now what do you get 5, so to your 475, number 162. What do you want? You can't tell the difference, I'd take them all. If I get that done, I would be good deal, you know that.
I know, that was a good one.
Go again. What do you get? What answer? 7 1/4, 7 1/2, 7 1/2. What do you get? 7 what do you get? 7 1/4. What do you get? 7 1/2, 7 1/4. What do you get? 7 1/2, 7 1/2, 7 1/2. So
the really awesome thing that you just saw, those enameled granite ware buckets. Those things were awesome. Did you see how much they went for? $700 was the highest one.
The lowest was 100, and that was like a brown one, basically.
Yeah, it was kind of gross, but all the really nice ones were going for $300, $400, $500. I could not believe it, and it was hard to believe because I was looking at these things on eBay Solds, and on WorthPoint, and the highest I was able to find was like right around $300. So silly me, I'm thinking that I'm going to be able to buy one for like between $50 and $100, and they're all going for $300, $400, $500 over what I can find them for online.
And we waited for, I mean, we were looking at other things too, but technically we kind of waited for that, and it was like, what, 7 hours maybe?
We were there a long time. I took a lot of pills that day, just 2 pills, and it was a long day. So what we're about to show you is the result of like 7 hours of work. Okay, let's start with you.
Okay.
Where do you want to go with?
Probably the main thing that I was kind of interested in getting there, because I knew that it was going to be crowded, so I wasn't like trying to set my sights on too many things. But I collect vintage night before Christmas books, and I don't have an antique one yet, so I was going kind of for this, and I did get it. So this actually does not have a date in it.
Really?
Well, it has a date written in it. I did find another one, although this does seem to be a little bit more rare than some, but I did find somebody that was calling it 1915.
They ripped out the pages.
Yeah, somebody wrote 1918 right there, but yeah. So
wow,
somewhere around
that artwork is something. Look at that. There's like a witch.
It's not in color, you know, like the newer ones would be, but
this is by M.A. Donahue and Company. Profusely illustrated?
I guess for that time. Maybe they mean like there's a lot of pictures where instead of just...
That's funny.
I don't know. a picture every few pages.
Okay,
So,
that's really nice.
And then this came along with it. Now this kind of stuff is kind of sad to me, okay? So this book is called Little Gatherers. And when I looked it up, I really couldn't find much on it, but it does say in here it was given on Christmas of 1884. But then it's sad because this is like really not worth anything, I don't think. I mean, if it was in perfect shape, I think with the older books, it has to be like a really good subject, or it has to be in perfect shape, or maybe both of those things, I don't know. But I mean, I'm not just gonna get rid of it. Ideally, I would like to sell it and maybe make the money back for that I spent on the other book, but I just don't know if it would sell. If anybody is a book person, you can see it's the cover on the side here is coming off and stuff like that, but
yeah, the spine.
Yeah, if anybody knows or is interested in it, let me know. But
it's a really pretty book.
It is.
Little Gatherers.
Yeah. So then,
here, why don't I'll jump in and
okay.
then we'll mix it up.
Yeah.
So I think it was the first thing that I bought. I was so happy because, was it the first? I think
that was
these, yeah. Okay, here we go. So I wasn't able to buy anything until suddenly they got to the teapots, and I perked up and I could not believe it. I bought all of these teapots I'm about to show you for just $2. I don't know. Everything else was going bananas. Expensive stuff. So this one's not too great. It's just a brown one.
This was not too great.
So I just want to prepare you that this is not what I'm excited about. It's like a brown with some gold. We don't care. Now, this other one, we're getting better. We got a nice little brown one here with this indented lid. That is marked Shenango, China,
really?
Newcastle.
Wow.
There is a chip on the spout, so we don't care about that one. Now, this one here is where we really get excited. Jump up and down. Now, this one is marked Hall. So that's Hall, superior quality. Actually, I don't know if it's superior. I don't know much about Hall. Some of it's marked superior quality and some of it's just Hall. This could just be the basic Hall. So it's green. It's a teapot. Now, here's the one I was really excited to get. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Oh, look at that lid. The way that it is, it's just hanging out there on top there. Beautiful. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
So this one on the bottom is marked Hall 0752 6 cup made in USA. It's almost stamped. So it has a gold and it's stamped in black. But it's a beautiful green color. I love the shape of it. And again, $2. So I think this one's gonna go online. And I haven't decided the price yet on that one. Let's decide together.
I haven't sold many teapots ever.
It is heavy, so the shipping's gonna be a bit. I think it's gonna be around $40 with shipping included. So depending on how heavy and all that goes, I should net anywhere between $15 to $25, somewhere in there, depending on how much that shipping was. But that was my flat of teapots for $2. Now, you can go.
Okay. Let's see, I guess I'll go with this. So this is a little set of, we're not gonna call it milk glass, right? But what are we gonna call it?
Why isn't it milk glass?
Oh gosh, we're gonna have to rewatch your video from way back when.
This is milk glass.
Okay. I thought this kind of stuff
when's
called
this from?
opal glass or something.
What era is it's from the 30s?
I believe it could be the 40s or 50s, maybe.
I'm pretty sure that is milk glass because it's not made to be heated up and cooled down.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Okay, so anyway, these little...
Oh, you can't get that close.
Okay.
I don't have that focus on.
Little milk glass shakers with like a Dutch boy and girl on them and a windmill. And they're in their little caddy, which is, that's what attracted me to them because they have their caddy.
Set.
And their lids look original. The lids are not in the very best of shape.
But they match the caddy and they match the age.
And I was kind of only wanting to pay $5, but I ended up paying $7.50. I don't know if I'll sell them or not. Probably. I don't know. I should because, But anyway, they're cute.
I like them.
And yeah.
I'll go next. So I'm really excited about this and we're going to have a little help. I'm going to need the help. because this is my very first piece of Wedgewood. It was a day of new things for me. And there's other new things that I'm gonna show you later on. But this one here, being Wedgewood, I just have no clue. So it is Jasperware in this royal blue, I see it called, or cobalt sometimes, but it has this wonderful deep blue color. This was a little creamer, and it is marked on the bottom Wedgewood. Now, the part that I'm a little unsure about is how old it is. From what I'm able to gather, I think this is pretty old. From like the 1750s to late 1700s. But that's, I don't know for sure. So yeah, the dating on Wedgewood, I'm very conflicted about it. It seems like if there was an extra like number embossed on the bottom, then I would be able to say, okay, well, it's from this other time. But if it's just the word Wedgewood without any made in England or any other business, then it looks like it's all from the 1700s. And because of that McKinley Tariff Act of 1891 that says every item imported must have the country of origin, this doesn't have a country of origin, so it has to be before 1891. Okay, that leaves all of 1800 open up until 91, but then, so I'm thinking it's from the 1700s. I mean, hey, so that's that one. And then we also have this little, whatever, what do you think that is? I don't know.
A little tray. I guess could you put small dessert or candy on it maybe? I don't know.
You know what? You could do anything you want with this tray because it's very adaptable. So it's also marked Wedgewood on the bottom here. It's cobalt blue. It has this really beautiful white slipware on it. And this one is marked Wedgewood, but the characters, and another thing that I noticed whenever you look up these date things, is that they had differences in how the Wedgewood was marked. So if they're individual, at one point they were individually placed, like each letter was placed, and then at another point later on they had just one giant mark.
Oh.
So it's like a uniformity thing. This one, like the W seems like it's a little uphill, but the rest seem pretty good. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that is strange.
It just seems like it's not perfect. And it's written in a serif font. That's another thing. Serifs are the little wings that come off the letters. Sans serif would be very like smooth and modern looking. So yeah, we've got these two pieces. Oh, what did I pay? That's like the best part. I bought those for $2.50. That might be one of the best deals or the best deal that I got.
If it's that old, surely it's got to be worth a lot more than $2.50.
Oh, I'm thinking that it's worth, I'm thinking that this is worth like $30 plus shipping, and maybe the same for this one. That's sort of where I'm at, but I'm not an expert in Wedgewood, so if anybody happens to know more about that than I do, just drop it down below if you can. Otherwise, I might have to resort to sending it to Dr. Lori. And that costs money. I don't want to spend my money. Okay, so you can go now.
Okay. All right, this is the last thing I got.
No, it's not. The day.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The last thing of the day. So I don't know how close to get it or how to get
it's
the
not
glare
very
off,
focused
but
though.
okay.
There you go.
It is a vintage clock radio, and it's made by Arvin, which I had not seen before. Have you seen one?
Never.
So I did look it up while we were there real quick just to kind of try to get an idea, and you know, if it worked well, it could be something, you know, but
yeah,
it's not working.
That's the trouble with those electronics.
Yeah, usually with these radios, it was a little bit dirty, not too bad. And usually when they're not that dirty, I feel like they've at least had static, or, you know, something would happen. Maybe the clock wouldn't work and the radio did, but nothing's happening with this one right now. But
how much did you pay?
$20.
That's quite a lot for a radio that doesn't do anything.
But I have found that these like prettier colors, like pink or something like this, people sometimes just want them for display, and you can also convert them to Bluetooth, which I should learn how to do.
Yeah, you were telling me that. And how much do they sell for the Bluetooth ones?
Well, I mean,
are they like 80
they could be hundreds. It just
what?
there's this one, it's an Etsy, and it's called something Radio Farm, and they have theirs listed for hundreds of dollars. I don't know, if I was to sell this as it is, I mean, I would probably put it in my shop for 50 is what I'd probably do.
Wow.
But so I'll probably,
not a total loss then.
yeah, I'll probably put it in my shop, and these kinds of things I really like, so if it doesn't sell, then, you know.
Yeah, it's a cool looking one. So speaking of the Wedgewood being my first, I'm going to show you another first, and that is my very first piece of Weller pottery. So I did a little research, tried to research this. I cannot figure out what it's called, this pattern, but it's of these like flowers, really. I've heard a couple people had different names written down. What was that one?
One was Marvo.
Marvo, and the other one was relating more to the color, I think, of it, and it was called
Livonia, maybe? Livonia.
Yeah, it was one of those. Yeah. But this is a really pretty pink color. Pink mixed with like a mint green. Really, really nice. It's a console bowl, by the way. I didn't think I was going to get it. In fact, as I was bidding, I thought I stopped bidding at 20. And they were like, okay, and then the person got, and then they were like, what's your number? And it was me, so I got it for 25. I don't know how that happened. I did not bid 25. So anyways, I'm kind of happy that I got it because it is my very first piece of Weller. It is marked on the bottom here, Weller Wear, and it's very nice, from the like probably 20s era, 1920s. Really, really nice. It would have had matching candlesticks being a console bowl set, but this is very, very hard to find.
I like it a lot more than, I mean, it was in a case, I really didn't notice it, and the more I look at it, the more I like it.
It's one of those types of things.
Yeah.
And I love the feel of it.
Right.
I never really handled with Weller before, and it's just very smooth and buttery. Mm. So yeah, that's really cool. Now, your thing there, are you gonna go for it? It's really interesting.
It is. And I don't know if people think it's a good interesting. The auctioneer didn't seem very fond of it, and I like it. Okay, so this is a large planter. It's California pottery made by the Lane, I think they call it Lane and Company. It's marked on here. Lane and Company, 1958, and then something else about where exactly it was made in California. But anyway, I did find the exact picture of this in one of my California pottery books, and it's calling it a Nubian, I didn't write it down, but Nubian figure, I guess.
I think so, yeah.
And I did find somebody selling a pair. I thought this was a lady. The whole day I kept calling it my lady planter.
Really?
They say that there was another one, and she had long hair. They go together. There was a match, so I guess this is the male.
I would have said that was a lady too.
I know.
The facial features are
but
very...
I think it's the male, so... Anyway, I just like the coloring of it, how it's just so mid-century. But it does have a huge chip, and it has damage on the other side. I only had to pay $12 for it, and the chip, I just had it turned like on the dresser the other way, and it's fine.
Like to look at her back?
No, but sideways. So that unless you're standing over here, you know what I'm saying? You don't notice it. So that's just one of those things that I like. Maybe not everybody else does.
There's the
oh yeah.
There's no boobs.
Yeah. Anyway, there's my planter that I think is awesome, but maybe others don't.
It's cool. I like it because it's so different. Oh, the last thing. Is it the last thing right here?
I think so.
Okay, here's the last thing. And Barb, I was not going to buy it, but you were like, why don't you buy it? And I bought it. So here it is. It's a train cookie jar. And no, I'm not giving it to Aaron because he's not into this.
It's so cute.
He's not into this kind of a train. But it's a train cookie jar. It is very cute. It's blue. It kind of looks like Thomas the Train.
It's like the little engine that could.
Yeah. I'm actually not sure who made it. I don't see a maker's mark on the bottom, but it is super, super neat. And I actually paid, I have my thingy here, $5. Not terrible. I think I'm gonna put this online for right around 40, maybe a tiny bit more because that shipping is gonna be something. But yeah, about $40 or so with shipping included. Really neat. Oh, and it has a face on this side too. It's the same person.
Did you get a cookie jar like reference book at that? We were.
Yes.
Maybe it's in there. You'll have to look.
Be right back. Okay, so it was not in my book, unfortunately, but it was online. So there we are. And they are calling it Royal Sealy. And yeah, so Royal Sealy from the 50s or so. I will put that online for, like I said, did I say?
I don't remember.
Oh, I don't remember. Oh, people are calling me. Anyways. Anyways, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.